Hey guys, welcome back to my craft room and Merry Christmas! Oh my gosh. So I thought, if you've been watching the channel, I thought I would do the advent calendar pocket letter for Christmas. I thought it would be a fun little Christmas video to put up and you guys can watch it, whenever you get the free time. Maybe you need that 15-minute break from holiday fun to try and rewind or, just have that nice little break away from people maybe. And you could just be like, oh, she uploaded a video, I have to go away for 15 minutes. But I thought, instead of me telling you what is happening with this video, because it was a very straightforward pocket letter, you could probably just watch it and get the fulfillment of what was happening. And I thought it would be a great time to talk about my thoughts on Flakers. Such a great Christmas topic, right? So grab a hot cocoa, let's sit down, have a chat, because we're in for the long haul with this one. Not really, but I thought this pocket letter would be a great one to talk about Flakers because I was flaked on this swap. A lot of work went into this pocket letter. Oh my word. So the goal was to create a set of 3 pocket letters, all with the dates leading up to Christmas. Oh, excuse me. I got hiccups now. With the last 2, well, any 2 of the pockets being, is it 2? Yeah, I think it's 2, right? Or 3. I don't know. I don't remember. I'm not doing math right now. But a few of the pockets didn't have to have the number because it only went up to 25. So one of the things that I kind of knew going in that this one I probably would be flaked on, which that happens a lot. There are a few telltale signs that you're going to be flaked on, which maybe we'll do another video on that one. But I mean, it doesn't really matter. Something that really, I don't know, irks me is when you're being flaked on, but then they still post a picture in the group that they received it and whatnot. Ooh, it drives me nuts. Well, it drove me nuts, and it still drives me nuts. But I don't know. Flakers is a very interesting subject for me because I'm a very non-confrontational person, and I will not come up to you and be like, hey, you're flaking, why are you doing this and whatnot. I'm a very, I'm a very laid back person where, if you do it, you do it. That's your own consequence. Like, you're gonna live with that, and even if you don't, it'll probably bite you in the butt sometime. So I just make my pocket letter, send it off, and if it happens, it happens. Because that's kind of, just how things work. And people are gonna be sports, and, well, I mean, my husband's like, they're just selfish. Like, that's why they're doing it. And I'm always like, why, though? What is the point? Why would you essentially, I don't know, why would you flake on something? Why do you want this pocket letter so bad and you can't reciprocate with anything, that you just flake? Like, what? It's just a pocket letter. It's not like it's money or anything, right? Why? And Daniel's just like, it's just selfishness, I'm like, why? What is the point? Because then if you do keep the pocket letter, you're going to be seeing that pocket letter all the time, and you're going to be thinking, oh yeah, I flaked on that person. Like, what? What is the point? I don't know. I don't understand it. I also think if somebody flakes on you, what are they going through that they have to flake? You know? Like, what is going through their brain that they're like, okay, I'm going to sign up for this group swap. I'm going to pretend that I'm going to send someone something, and then I'm going to act all happy and excited that, I'm going to be sending out a package to them. I'm going to be receiving one. I'm going to tell you that I went to the post office and sent you something. And then as soon as you receive yours, you just go, blank. You don't say anything to the person again. What is going through your brain that is, or what is going through your life that is acceptable? Or, like, why is that? Why are they doing that? What is the whole idea behind that? Why? So, that's kind of like they have to be going through something horrible or something for them to think that that is okay, or that they really need that pocket letter in their life without reciprocating. So something must be going on, but I don't know. So I'm always like, okay, clearly they need it. For some odd reason, clearly they need it. So that's kind of how I look at it. I'm also that way with people stealing. Um, my husband and I had this conversation. If I had a small business, I'd be like, okay, this person stole something. Clearly they need it for some odd reason that they couldn't afford it or whatever, and they really need it in their life that they had to steal it. I don't know. That's a very interesting topic that my brain goes down all the time. But I also um I also feel bad, not saying anything, because then they could go on and flake on other people. And that's where I feel bad. But it kind of overlays. I don't know. That's another rabbit hole, but so one of the things I do see often, I've been in a lot of swaps, and I've been flaked on a lot. Oh my goodness, I have to tell you. So, I do, there is like, this little thing that stops me where I'm like, yeah, I'm probably going to be flaked on that. And I tend to maybe not put in as many goodies, or I might not, do that extra step that I was going to do anyway. But I'm like, I don't have the time to do it anyway. I'm probably not going to receive one in return, because you can kind of tell when that happens. So I do see it affect my swaps of, sometimes. I like to put out my best work. I want to receive something that I would want, so I make what I would want to receive. Does that make sense? I think I just talked myself in a circle. But so I really like to make sure that my finished product is something I'm proud of, and anybody, or that I enjoy and that other people will enjoy as well. So that's something that, I like to think about when I am creating, even if I think I'm going to be, flaked on. So, because, I do put it on YouTube, so that kind of gives me an extra incentive to, put out my best work, I guess. Because I always like to do new and interesting things. But, gosh, I was going to say something, but now I forgot what it was. I think that sometimes I do understand that, people can have a rough patch and that they're not able to send it right away. But that's not really flaking. As long as you tell your partner and, tell them, something's going on, I'm gonna be late, then I'm okay with that. Some people aren't okay with it, but I'm okay with it. I also, because I've been flaked on so much, I tend to not even really think about um, what my swap is doing at the moment. So as soon as I finish my pocket letter and I send it off, I am done with that swap. If I receive something back, awesome, great, I love that. But if I don't, I tend to kind of just forget about it. And then if somebody says something, or I end up, you know, looking back at something and I realize, oh yeah, I never received that, then I do kind of think about messaging them. Sometimes I do, and I'm like, hey, did you send it out? Because what if it did, get lost? So I do like to message just in case. But again, with a flaker, you kind of get the telltale signs. They'll be like, yeah, I sent it out. And then you'll be like, okay, did you have a tracking number? And then they just go silent. So it's a very interesting concept. Um, that I wish wasn't a thing, but of course it is, just like every other thing, there's going to be party poopers and whatnot. So I think of it as, that's just a person being a person, and I'm gonna just keep doing what I love to do, which is sending out my pocket letters. I love to receive, of course, but my main focus is to send them out because I want to make someone's day better. And if it happens to be a flaker, then cool, because then I touch their lives in some way that hopefully makes their day a little bit better and maybe stops them from flaking. I don't know. But those are kind of my thoughts on flaking at the moment. I do have, flaker stories. I've got, oh gosh, flaker, guidelines or whatever, but maybe we'll do that in another video. But I hope you guys are having a Merry Christmas. I hope it's a crazy Christmas. Good crazy, not bad crazy. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.